Hello. Thank you for tuning in to Nana Knows so I can keep you in the know and bring you important information. And today we're going to talk about a very important, trending, popular topic, and that is the $1,400 stimulus payments. Today we're going to highlight and talk about why you may not have received your stimulus payment. We're going to talk about some new dates regarding the stimulus payment, and we're going to talk about the Get My Payment portal, what it may mean or why you may not have information on that. But before we get into that, thank you for tuning in to my subscribers, and to those of you that are new to this channel or that may not have already subscribed, please consider subscribing, and please go ahead and hit the like button for me so that I can continue bringing you updates and information. Okay, but let's get into the economic impact payments, the $1,400 stimulus that many of us have already begun receiving, and many of us are still waiting to receive. The third economic impact payment is actually based on your recent tax return. If you filed your 2020 tax return already, then your economic impact payment will be based on your 2020 tax return. If you have not filed your 2020, but you did file the 2019, then your payment will be based on what you reported as income, what you reported as dependents in 2019, which may be different than your current situation. So just keep that in mind. Also, you may have filed your 2020, but you just recently filed. So the Internal Revenue has not updated or processed your 2020, and they're still gonna go based on what you filed in 2019. So keep that in mind when you receive this payment. If it's the incorrect amount or not what you expected, things like that. Just keep in mind it's based on your most recent filing. If you did not file 2019 or did not file 2020 and you were required to file taxes, then you will not be receiving an economic impact payment. That's something else to keep in mind. So you may want to go ahead and file as quickly as possible. Go ahead and file so that you can receive the economic impact payment. They cannot apply your economic impact payment to your past due debts with Internal Revenue or with federal debts, child support. So it's in your best interest, even if you owe, it's in your best interest to go ahead and file so that you can at least get your economic impact payment, and you may be able to use that payment towards paying something that you do owe. You could use it towards paying your taxes for this year. I know that's one of the things I did do, so just something to consider. But anyway, moving right along, one of the reasons why you may not have already received your stimulus payment is because the Internal Revenue has not issued all stimulus payments yet. They have actually only issued about half of the eligible payments to families and individuals that are eligible for payments. So if you're still waiting, keep in mind that they're still processing, still issuing payments. And the Internal Revenue is being very tight-lipped. They're not releasing a lot of updates or information about how they're sending out these payments. So a lot of this information we're just getting from the community, just getting from other people. We're just getting from sources. But as of now, they have stated, they have did a press conference, and they have stated that they did issue about half of the people who were entitled or eligible for a payment. So we're going to go over eligibility very briefly. If you're a married couple filing jointly, your income on your tax return had to be under $150,000 for you to be eligible. For someone filing as head of household, your income needed to be under 112 $112,500 as an individual filing head of household. And single individuals had to have income, and this is your adjusted gross income. Keep in mind, this may not be your actual amount that's shown on your W-2 or shown on your 1099s, but everything considered, your adjusted gross income had to be under the $75,000 to be eligible as a single individual filer. Also, of course, generally you had to be a U.S. citizen or a U.S. resident to be eligible. But if they do not have direct deposit information for you, you may receive what they call an economic impact payment card. You may receive one of those debit cards in the mail with your payment on it. Those have not started going out yet, but they should reportedly be going out shortly. So if you did not provide direct deposit information to the Internal Revenue previously from a previous stimulus or from filing your taxes, then you're going to be one of the individuals that will receive a paper check or a debit card in the mail. Also, if you had a debit card in the past from the Internal Revenue, your stimulus payment will not be added to that debit card. It's just going to be an entire new debit card sent out to you. What does it mean if your information is not available on the Get My Payment portal? That could mean a few things. It may mean that you're not eligible. Either you did not meet the eligibility requirements that we just discussed, or it can mean that payment status is not available for you because your stimulus payment hasn't been processed yet, because the Internal Revenue does not have enough information to determine if you're eligible for a stimulus. Either in the past you did not receive a stimulus check and you did not complete non-filer app. That may be why you're getting that message. Or it could just be that they haven't gotten to you yet and it hasn't been updated. So don't get discouraged if you receive that message. You can check the Get My Payment portal as often as you need to, no more than once a day. You to check the Get My Payment portal. When it's updated, it may provide you a date. But if you're getting that message, it can mean that they have not processed your payment, or it can mean they do not have enough information to process your payment, or it can mean that you're not eligible. Hopefully you're not in the category of not eligible. You're just in the category of your payment hasn't been processed yet, but they are getting to it soon, and you'll get a message, an updated message soon. So I encourage you to continue to check that Get My Payment. Let's talk about new dates. A couple of new dates that we want to discuss will be March 24th. March 24th is the date that the Internal Revenue is expected to release the next direct deposit to eligible individuals and families on the stimulus payments. So keep a lookout for your bank account for your direct deposit. If you receive your payments in the past by direct deposit and the Internal Revenue has your direct deposit information, keep a lookout. You may be receiving your stimulus within around March 24th. Also, it's predicted that March 26th will be another date that they will be either issuing out additional direct deposits or issuing payments to individuals who receive Social Security, disability, or who also receive veterans benefits. That's the dates that they're tossing around that should be when those payments would be sent out. The belief is that it will probably go out either on March 26th or perhaps be sent out on March 31st. So those are the new dates that's being tossed around and that's being given that you can expect for the next direct deposits to be sent out and also for paper checks to be mailed out. So keep us posted. If you've received your stimulus, please comment to keep us in the know so I can continue to keep the rest of the viewers in the know. Thank you for tuning in to Nana Knows, keeping you in the know. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I look forward to the next video I'll be bringing to you.